You got a thing coming to him.
That what Jerry Lewis was doing.
He was just like
tough love.
He was a Sound of Freedom guy. He like hated that they had a pedophilic teeth culture.
Yeah, he's this comedian guy, but in like the board meeting pitching the film, he's like, I'm going to show him what's what. Ashing a cigarette.
It says World War II depictions of the Japanese, however, typically involve giant upper front teeth and sometimes fangs. Jesus.
Yep. Yeah.
It says the primary inspiration for this trope was Hideki Tojo, the de facto leader of Imperial Japan during World War II, who had a pronounced overbite. And it says this is often a component of yellowface. Huh. Interesting. So this is the Hideki Tojo, who...
Yeah, literally, I don't see an overbite.
Who's a general. I'm sure we fucking smoked his ass.
He looks like a pitcher for the Dodgers.
Well, I got to find a picture of him with his teeth now. Hideki Tojo.
Teeth.
Yeah, I'm going to see teeth.
He doesn't seem to show them too much.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing much there.
He doesn't like showing teeth.
Yeah, no, but I do remember there's like Donald Duck. There's Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse cartoons from like the
Jesus Christ.
God damn.
Jesus Christ! They made a Mount Rushmore of Asian guy.
Oh my God! That guy's playing his teeth like piano keys.
It's the scene from Big, but on an Asian guy's caricature teeth. Jesus!
I hope they can actually see this on the
That's
screen.
crazy.
This was in every McDonald's play place in the 50s.
That's a slide. Yeah. You come out of the
come
teeth.
out of the teeth, and then you punch him in the eye and get a toy.
Jesus, an American dentist drilled "Remember Pearl Harbor" on Prime Minister Hideki Tojo's dentures.
He didn't do that.
That doesn't sound true at all. Is that true?
It's on the Chive. So how funny it would be if I'm on the Chive.com.
Remember Pearl Harbor? What was the dentist Paulie Walnuts?
Oh, this is actually true.
Oh.
Just 1 month after arriving in Japan in 1946, the dentist was handed a stupefying assignment. The architect of Japan's war against the U.S. needed dentures, and Mallory was to make them for him. So Jack Mallory, who's the dentist, and his roommate, a dentist by the name of George Foster, were called to the prison to examine Tojo, whose teeth were decaying and crumbling from his gums. He said, I knew I was going to meet an evil man. We fucking wiped their ass off of the earth.
They literally, they killed 700 people who were in the Navy, by the way. And I think, in the firefights alone, we killed like 2 million Japanese people.
It was 9/11 for gay guys, if you think about it, because they just killed guys in the Navy.
Right.
Okay.
They just killed a bunch of guys who were butt fucking on a ship.
Yeah, wearing like, little in and out hats.
Do you think there was guys in the Arizona trapped underwater who were just fucking the shit out of each other? Just one last
No,
go?
I'm sure they had guys jump. I'm sure they had their falling man, like jumping from like the USS Indianapolis, but there's a guy in his ass. It's two guys. One is in the other guy's ass.
Yeah,
The
falling men. Yeah. And they come right before they hit the pavement.
Yeah.
No, Japan did. They also did a funny thing because they couldn't get to us, but they started this mission where they're like, we're going to make these big weather balloons and release them full of dynamite to like time them where if they hit the ground, they'll explode. And they released I think 10,000 or some of them and hope they blew into mainland U.S. The wind switched and it just blew right back into Japan and just blew churches and fucking school buildings up. There was one bomb that made it here and killed preacher and 2 kids who were trying to get it down. And they're the only in the history since the Revolutionary War, they're the only Americans to die from war inside the continental United States from an act of war. Yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah, well, Hideki Tojo, this guy, he took a lot of L's after World War II, in which they got fucking wiped. He tried to kill himself, and then they woke him back up, and then they executed him. He had a failed suicide attempt, and then they killed him.
That rules. That kicks ass.
Every picture of old Japanese guys just looks like he looked like a great director.
George Lucas stole so much from that guy.
From Hideki Tojo.
Man, poor Hideki Tojo. He never could get a W, huh?
Yeah. Well, also, we kind of... there was a story of Emperor Hirohito, who the Japanese thought was like a god. The first time they ever heard his voice was the day he announced Japan was surrendering to the U.S. was they broadcast his voice for the first time on radio. So they thought like God basically came through.
And he said what? That we're surrendering?
He goes, we're surrendering. And so
But he didn't say it that way, did he?
he said, oh, they drop a bigger bomb because we are evil and the U.S. is good. That's what there you go. General Douglas MacArthur went to go meet him and accept his surrender. And they told MacArthur, like, it's forbidden in Japan to touch the emperor because we think he's a god. And so MacArthur walked in with a photographer right with him, went in, grabbed his hand in a handshake, and then made him snap a picture. And then that was blasted over every newspaper
That it was like over.
in the world. Just of like not only did we beat you, we're also going to kind of like cuck your god emperor a little bit. Yeah. Why are they showing the guy from Star Wars with the big dolphin head as
who's
Hideki
that guy?
Tojo?
Is it General Grievous? Who is this?
No, I don't know the guy's name.
If I was Dan Aykroyd, I'd sue the shit out of whoever created this character for Star Wars.
You think it looks like Dan Aykroyd?
It looks like Coneheads. If you're asking me, I think this is Coneheads IP. And if I was the lawyer that represented Dan Aykroyd and Coneheads LLC, I'd sue the shit out of them.
How is that picture under a Wikipedia article of Hideki Tojo?
I don't know. There's also pictures of minions. I'm on militariwiki.com.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ran by a 14-year-old who like dresses up like a fox and shoves stuff up his ass. God knows the sick young freak that runs this.
It's ran by Jocko's kid who's trans secretly. Yeah.
He's like a trans 3-year-old. That kid, who knows how fucked up his family is. Yeah, I'm trying to find the guy with the big head because I don't know why he's on here. But regardless, I don't see the overbite with Hideki Tojo. There's like no photos of the man's teeth, so they really had to do some digging to make.
No, they just made it up. They made it up.
Yeah,
because we hated him.
Yeah, if you look into propaganda and like racism throughout the year, there's crazy stuff like. I think this is true in Nazi Germany. Their caricature of Jews was they had huge dicks because they were viewed as like these animal-like creatures, like the same caricature we have of black people here,
like a horse stick.
Yeah, that they're like these beasts who are here to like rape our women. Basically.
That was their evil propaganda was that Jews are hung.
Yeah.
and pleasure all their
and that's
women.
why Hitler was like kill every single one of those fuckers.
Hitler did have like a micro dick, right?
He had a micro penis with a disorder where he had the urethra on the underside of his penis and one testicle.
He was like Little Dicky.
Yeah, exactly. Little Dicky and Hitler, one and the same. Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you want to share anything else about London? I mean, we learned a lot when we were there. We walked a ton.
We did.
I thought I was going to lose weight, but then I started going, I feel like I've lost weight today, and it's 2 a.m. That means I can eat a bunch of Nikocado ramen from the liquor store.
At the end of every
and
night,
then drink
Ben would
like
eat
4 more non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah.
So I would yo-yo.
We counteracted all. We walked like 13 miles a day, but it still didn't matter, really.
It was like 25,000 steps a day or something insane.
Yeah. You were chafing hard. You looked very silly.
You were rubbing?
Do you know, by the way, I chafe. I don't know how I do this because I walk so shitty. I chafe on the corners of my balls and my legs.
Yeah.
How?
I think my balls
Do you
are
walk so
big and my
shitty that
balls
your
rub
balls-
against my legs and chafe
They
my
chafe,
legs.
yeah.
You walk so shitty that your balls swing between your legs while you walk.
Yeah.
Sort of like a Newton's cradle, if you will.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because you have like Ice Spice hips.
Yeah, those giant Avery hips. That's crazy.
My the between my balls and my legs, like that crease.
Yeah, I got
right
you.
there.
Yeah, I got you.
It does not look good.
Yeah.
It's very red.
Looks like Ty Cobb's hands.
There was
It
one
looks
day.
like sea coral.
There was one
down
day
there
where
right now.
Ben,
My penis looks like a sea coral tube.
Yeah.
And my balls
your
are
balls
red.
look like a day laborer's fucking.
Dude, if I dove in the ocean right now, like a Finding Nemo fish would like live in my dick and balls.
Your balls would
and
be
my asshole.
Your balls would be a whale fall. Build a whole community.
What's a whale fall?
That's when a whale dies. It falls to the bottom of the ocean, and then there's a whole community created around this dead whale
That's beautiful.
of sea creatures. Yeah.
Wow. I hope they. Can you guys do that with me when I die?
yeah, a bunch of
shove you
racist fish build a community around you.
Yeah. Fish Hitler built a bunker in your ass. Yeah.
What were we gonna say, Devin? I think I cut
Just
you
by
off.
the end of the like the first day, when Ben walked the lot for the first time. His legs, he was walking with his legs like this far apart everywhere we went.
like Yosemite Sam.
Yeah, it was insane. And then at one point, I was like, I knew he was chafing. I used to be a fat kid. And I think I was just like, you could put some lotion on. The lotion helps.
I never thought of doing the lotion thing because I thought people do powder.
Talcum?
No. That's actually it's counter. That's if you get sweaty like swamp ass and you want to get rid of it. That'll actually make you chafe more if you put talcum powder. You need lotion or petroleum jelly is what runners use.
But see, here's. Oh, because you want it to be slippery.
You want it to be slippery and just sliding across each other.
Gymnasts use that white face powder that like Koreans use.
Yeah.
They put it on their hands.
Yeah, for grip.
Yeah. Which creates a ton of friction.
Yes.
We want to remove friction from the situation from my giant balls
you want to think
and
of
my fat ham hock thighs.
Your fat thighs have almost become like a V8 engine, and you need motor oil to keep the whole thing from breaking down over time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And your balls are like little pistons just shoving in and out.
The Airbnb, I think some old guy was watching me through the window, like as I was sleeping. This motion sensor light kept coming on, and I thought I saw people moving outside my window.
You thought somebody was outside. Yeah, that was really
was
creepy.
strange. And then we didn't have bath towels, and then the only thing in the shower were there's no trash can. The only thing in the shower was like a lotion. Like hundreds of bottles of lotion this guy stole from
It was really
like a
annoying.
hotel
There was
or
no
something.
body wash, so we were washing with lotion.
And drying with these really coarse like terry cloth bath mats.
Maybe that's why they're so stinky. They don't have any soap or anything.
Well, it was white. It was a white Airbnb owner.
And they have no clue. They're not keeping up with the fact that it's getting hotter there, so there's like no air conditioning anywhere. So it's really hot.
Yeah, every time there's a heat wave, like half the country dies.
I tried to explain this to Devin. Like the walls, it's not made for like It's a totally different
Everything
thing.
was
you can't
built to
get
withstand like a blitzkrieg.
Right. But you can't get like a window unit and just like put it in or something?
There was a really shitty air conditioner in our place, but it wasn't. The windows don't open like that. They just open like with a little creak.
They open at the top.
Because of
and
rain.
opens
Those
like
German
this.
windows.
Yeah, they're meant to like stop rain or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Was it so? It was just like a little portable AC unit.
Yeah, and
that doesn't even work.
It did nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, those are actually bad.
Yeah.
They're actually really bad for you because they like just put mold in the air.
Dude, what if I woke up at 3 a.m. and I'm like, who's there? And I just see a hand that's placed a bowl of butter chicken on the table, and it's an Indian guy's hand just crawling back.
Yeah.
And I just hear, you owe me $17.99. $17.99.
You're like the opposite of Santa.
Come on, it's actually a butter chicken. Come on, my friend. It's right there. Just eat it. I put the spoon there. Come on, sit down.
I saw you on Brick Lane yesterday. I followed you home.
I followed you home.
I saw the way you were dressed. I know you wanted.